Well, LDBC, don't this picture right here just tell you the whole story about the relationship between Terence Bud Crawford and Bob Arum? I've been telling y'all. I've been telling y'all for about 2 years now about this guy. I've been telling y'all about this guy and telling y'all about this guy. Okay? And listen, a lot of y'all, you're going to be shocked in the next year or two with this guy, Bud Crawford. Y'all going to be shocked. And y'all not going to believe some of the things that he's going to do. But this is what I've been trying to tell y'all. Okay? This photograph tells you the whole story. Okay? Bob Arum does the talking. Bud Crawford just sits there, does the listening. You know, this man can't even, it's amazing. He can't even, he can demand a fight all he wants to. But he can't even sign on the dotted line. He can't do it. And it's evident, man. You know, I remember about the fight, even Terence Crawford said, hey, okay, I think the reporter asked Terence Crawford, who you want to fight next? And Terence immediately said, hey, talk to Bob Arum. Or, you know, when they asked him about Errol Spence, he said, hey, talk to my promoter, Bob Arum. I'm like, what? I wanted to say, bruh, who do you want next? Like, that's what they asked you. Like, you can't respond to that about Bob Arum? Or what? No, he can't. He can't. And this has been his whole career. Like, I don't know, maybe Bud is just non-confrontational when it comes to business. Maybe he really, really non-confrontational when it comes to business, and maybe he don't even want to think about the business. Maybe Bud just want to fight and just let somebody else deal with the business. The thing of it is, man, is that Bud is not being maximized, man. Bud Crawford not being maximized. And people think, man, you hard on Bud. You know, yeah, I got an axe to grind with Bud Crawford, man. I had an axe to grind with him. See, fighters, most of the time, they know who support them. They know. And if a fighter knows who supports them, guess what the fighter will do? They'll show the love back. They'll talk to him. But this guy, Bud Crawford, you know, people say, man, I just think Bud don't like talking to anybody. Well, that's not true. That's definitely not true. Okay? Bud will talk to people that I guess that he feel comfortable with. I know he talked to Ben Thompson at Fight Hype. I know he talked to Ellie Setback. I know he talked to Kevin Aoli. I know he'll talk to Radio Raheem, but we kind of know why he talked to Radio Raheem. We already know that. To me, Bud Crawford just, I don't know, man. It's almost like he's a freaking zombie when he's around Bob Arum. Like, Bud don't say two words. Like, Bob Arum legit do all the real talking for Bud Crawford. And I'm like, man, we probably won't get this Spence fight. And the problem is, man, you know, these promoters, now all of them greedy. Every last one of them. They're greedy. And they keep wanting to let these fights marinate, man, and marinate. Like, y'all see what happened, man, when we let, who was that let, yeah. The Thurman Spence fight. Thurman Spence done lost to lackluster. I mean, y'all want to know why? Because Keith Thurman got beat by Pacquiao. Y'all remember Alex Fonfara when he fought that cherry pick, when he thought Joe Smith Jr. was a cherry pick? He went in there and got knocked out by Joe Smith Jr. Alex Fonfara back in the day had a lot of momentum, and now it's gone. These guys, they're waiting too late. And even Tyson Fury, you know, him getting smacked around by Otto Wallen like that, the fight has lost a lot of steam, the rematch with Wilder. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I've never been a fan of, you know, let's just let the fight marinate. I've never been a fan of that because, you know, when you let it marinate, like, I compare it to what I see in MMA. They really don't let the fight marinate for long. They might let it build up a couple of months. You know, like, when a fighter in MMA, they'll call somebody out, and the promoters immediately be like, oh, okay. Yeah, that's a fight that we'll probably try to make. And, you know, sure enough, a couple of months later, they make the fight. When somebody calls somebody out, or if it's a fight that fans are screaming for, we get that fight in MMA. We get the fight. And see, it don't, you know, I don't mind paying pay-per-views, you know, sometimes with MMA. I don't mind. I really, really don't mind paying pay-per-view because you're constantly getting the fights we want to see. What are we doing in boxing right now, y'all? Let's really think. What the hell are we doing in boxing? We're talking about Spence Porter. That fight already happened. You know, in MMA, we already done talked about, like, 7 more fights that's coming up. We're already talking about 7 more big fights that's coming up that we about to see. In MMA, in boxing, we still talking about fights that haven't happened. We still talking about fights that probably won't happen. And we still talking about fights that's already have happened. We still talking about these kind of fights. And it's like, I think in this time era, that's why boxing isn't thriving like it's supposed to. It's not. We got Spencer Porter, real good fight. Boxing fans talking about it. We need a lot of Spencer Porter type fights, man. We need them. And see, people won't mind paying pay-per-view. And these promoters are so greedy. That's okay. People won't mind paying pay-per-view prices if we're getting the best fight and the best. But if we ain't getting the best fight and the best, it's kind of like it's stupid to pay these prices. It's stupid to pay for pay-per-view. It's real dumb. And see, Bud Crawford, him, Errol Spence, these guys, they going to mess around. And one of them going to get beat, okay? And the fight ain't going to happen. I put most of the blame still on Terence Crawford because, Bob Arum has been notorious for holding up fights. If you don't believe that, he snatched up Tyson Fury. Guess what? Now we don't get a Wilder rematch with Tyson Fury. We've been talking Spence and Crawford all this time, and the fight hadn't happened. Bob Arum blaming, Al Heyman. Bob Arum is blaming Al Heyman. Amazing, man. Amazing. But, everything going to be Al Heyman's fault. And everything always Al Heyman's fault. It's always Al Heyman, okay? It ain't nobody else. It's Al Heyman, okay? He's the guy that's just, I don't know. He can't get anything right in boxing. Al Heyman is the devil. This man is a bona fide devil in boxing if you leave it up to Bob Arum to tell you about Al Heyman. Amazing, man. Amazing. Amazing. But you know what? It is what it is, man. I don't feel sorry for Bud Crawford. And when Bud Crawford come out to me, he going to come out. And Bud going to talk that junk about Bob Arum. You know he is. They all do. I don't have no, man. I don't feel bad for Bud. And I remember he made that tweet, man. Our people always got to pull somebody back down. Well, I don't know, but I think you ought to have better respect for us, I think you really should have better respect for us. And then I think that, we will do what we need to do to help promote you. But the Ben Thompsons and the Kevin Oldies of the world, they're not promoting you. They're not trying to help you. They see you when they see you, then they interview you. That's it. They're not pushing out video content about you and your career. They're not. And they're never going to do that. They're never going to do that because they're not invested in you like that. They're really not invested in you like that. And that's just the way it is. Fight Hype and Ellie Setback, they're not going to be fully vested in you or your career like we would have. But I'm not vested in it. I could care less for him, man. The guy's a fool. Bud Crawford is a fool. And, good for him. He getting everything that he don't deserve. Like, this dude talking about here, A-side. A-side where, Like, the thinking and logic of Bud Crawford, this dude can barely sell 100,000 pay-per-view buys. If that. If he can sell that. Okay? This man can't even sell 100,000. What did he sell? 50,000 when he fought Post-Down? It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. But he'll lead you to believe that he the A-side, though. Well, good luck, Bud.